You want to talk about it?
I'd rather laugh about it.
Let's get a little dark about it.
On the Traumedy Show.
Welcome to the Traumedy Show. I'm your co-host, Rachel Wilford.
And I'm your other co-host, Megan Wilford.
And today, Megan is cradling her emotional support Evie like it's the last day of her life.
This is like my new child. I got it in Japan, my new stuffed animal. It's specifically like Pokemon Sleep. It's like the sleep line of Pokemon stuffed animals that I got in. I
didn't even realize that.
Yeah, that's why she's so soft that I got in the Pokemon store. And it's been a while since I had a stuffed animal, but I really am the right demographic. I'm like, why don't I have, like, why did it take this long for me to even be this obsessed about a stuffed animal in my adulthood? But at this rate, like, she sits on my lap all day while I'm working. When I'm sleeping, I'm like cradling her. And then like last night I was watching TV for hours. She just was like right next to me. Like and so she's here with me now.
She's here with you now.
In the podcast. She's
a part of it.
She's so soft. So we have a few updates for you all. We'll probably have a guest on our next episode. We have some other guests planned, but
we're kind of doing our best to be alive after Japan right now. We're like,
yeah. So the Japan episode just came out last week.
Yeah,
we've been back from Japan for like 5 days or something like that.
Yeah, but trying to adjust to come back from a 16-hour time difference.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Go like directly into work has been challenging.
Yeah, my dad, he's gone abroad several times and he kept giving me this advice of just don't believe in jet lag, don't give in to naps, and like I did the exact opposite. Anytime I got a little tired, I was like, I deserve a nap. And so I've been taking like 2-hour naps, 1-hour naps almost every day. I think yesterday I took 3 naps. So I'm not really doing a good job like forcing myself to get back to the time zone.
No, I'm doing myself a disservice too because I keep staying up way too late and then like
out at the clubs
having to get up early or whatever, and I'm just like not on a proper sleep schedule, so my body's now really confused. So I had a hard time falling asleep 2 nights ago, and then last night I only slept for 2 hours because Bullseye and I were up until 4:30 in the morning, and then I woke up at 6:30 needing to pee, and then I couldn't go back to sleep after that, and then I just had to get up and rush to mine and Megan's nail appointment.
We had an urgent morning nail appointment.
Yeah. And I had to drive from 45 minutes away to go to our nail appointment, and then I get there and my person is rude to me on site immediately.
Why were you and Bullseye up till 4 a.m.? Party rocking?
We went to Korean barbecue with his friends, and that was fun. That was my first time doing Korean barbecue. They were like appalled that I've never been to Korean barbecue.
Well, you hang out with me a lot.
That's true. And Megan only eats cabbage these days.
There was a lot of barbecue places we could have gone to in Japan.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. I had Korean hot and spicy soup.
You certainly did.
To feed an entire village. I had that in Japan.
I've been to Korean barbecue once. It was one of the worst meals of my life.
Oh, good.
Because it was like, it's a fun communal activity, and you're like making the meat, and it's like I can see the fun of it. It's like melting pot, like cheese fondue. It's great. It's like a communal activity. But when you're the only vegetarian at the table, you're literally just sitting there with a bowl of cabbage while everybody else is cooking.
Who were you with?
This was years ago when I was so like married. This was like back in Seattle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did not need to go back.
I mean, no. But everybody needs to go to Korean barbecue, and I'd never been. So they were like, as soon as you're back from Japan, we're rectifying this situation. So we went and did that, and then we went and did karaoke. And I think that's mine and his 3rd time doing karaoke. And every time we've done karaoke, we sing How You Remind Me by Nickelback. And I feel like every time we do it, we just get better and better.
I didn't know this about you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, he and I both just love Nickelback.
He loves Nickelback?
Yes. Yes. This is a very niche relationship.
I mean, should we take a quick pivot to the segment we never did
of what?
What's the one where we were going to rant about shit?
Oh my God. I'm triggered.
Oh Did we ever even do any of those?
No, we never have. We could totally do an I'm triggered segment right now.
Well, because I know that this is one of your...
I'm very passionate about this. Yes.
Yes.
You're right. Okay. Oh, I'm happy to rant about this subject
right now, but... Thelonious,
Tromedians, this is what we do. We fly by the seat of our pants on this podcast. We're always evolving. We're always pivoting. All right. So introducing.
Look at this photograph.
Okay. Yeah. This is going to be a new segment. Megan and I have all sorts of ideas for segments, but we just have way too much going on to ever do them. We're also going to do a trauma bonding segment in this episode too. Yes. We got a submission from an awesome person. So we're going to read awesome person. I'm getting a foot cramp right now. Okay. But good. For right now, I'm triggered.
Yeah.
What triggers me? Let me just get up on my soapbox really quick. Let me get comfortable before I just fucking rip some heads off. What triggers me? One of the things that triggers me the most in this life is how much people love to hate Nickelback. Okay? It's just, all of a sudden, somehow, at some point, like, I feel like it was when we were in high school, like over 10 years ago, I would say, it all of a sudden became cool to hate Nickelback.
Yeah. Kind of like how it was cool to hate Taylor Swift at one point. It's cool to hate Britney Spears, and then it was cool to like her. Like there's trends of who we hate and who we like.
100%. And everybody jumps on that same bandwagon, and then it's like, if you're gonna be cool, then you have to hate them. And it just became this collective thing where all of us, like, all of a sudden everybody hated Nickelback and they were the butt of every joke, and like nobody listened to them anymore. And I don't understand. Like, I think for a while I stayed quiet. I stayed quiet back in the day when I was a little more shy and
like, sure, we hate Nickelback.
I held back on sharing my opinion, but now I can't do it any longer. I must take a stand. And I feel as though I have been taking a stand for quite some time. What would Kamala do, you know?
Yeah. They performed at the DNC.
Oh.
I'm lying. You looking at me like, what's the DNC? Was that what that face was?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
The Democratic National Convention.
Jeez. I think I also pronounced her name wrong. It's Kamala. I think I said Kamala.
God. Fake fan.
Did I say Kamala?
I don't know what you
I think I said Kamala, and it's Kamala.
The way you looked at me, you're like, oh. They didn't perform at the DNC.
I don't keep up with politics at all.
Clearly.
Just outed myself. Anyway. Make sure to vote.
Rachel,
make sure you're registered to vote. No, I'm gonna vote.
Are you registered to vote?
Yeah, I want to vote for the first woman presidential candidate.
Fuck yeah,
I'm registered to vote. I'm gonna do it.
Tromedian endorsement.
Yeah.
All right, we are pivoting all over.
Oh
so
my
sorry.
God. Okay, so sorry. Stepped down off the soapbox for a second. Getting back up there. Hoisting myself back up. Mm-hmm. It's time to take a stand.
Yeah.
I've taken a stand publicly already about this issue. I have an Instagram story highlight about it, actually.
You have a story highlight about Nickelback?
Yeah. I have serious? An Instagram story highlights like called Rants or something like that. And there's part of that highlight is me ranting about Nickelback.
Have you always been like a big fan of Nickelback, even when you were like a kid?
I think I started, like Photograph, Saving Me, How You Remind Me. Like, they have so many bangers. Everybody knows them.
I really can only
Animal,
think of
Rockstar.
The main Photograph song right now.
And we all just want to be big rock stars. You know that one?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
This is how you remind me of what
that's a banger.
I really am. That's the one that Bullseye and I sing at karaoke.
Not like this. You're sorry.
I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken. For and you are heart would breaking. See?
Okay, that's a banger. Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a good one.
They've got so many. Everybody knows them. And I think
it the lead singer's voice?
Chad.
Is it something to do with like all of the songs sounding the same?
I don't know.
Like
to be honest with you, I haven't looked into the phenomenon of why everyone hates Nickelback. I think they're just like, oh, their music is trying whatever the fuck.
My understanding was like the butt of the joke was like all their songs are the same or something.
But they're not. They're not.
I will admit, I just went along with it with everyone else. And I was like, yeah, we hate Nickelback now. And I haven't looked back. I really haven't.
You know, now's your time. Now's your time to
give me
to take a stand,
a chance to redeem myself,
to go against the grain a little bit, because I think at a certain point I became this person where I was like, no, I think it's cooler to form your own opinions and be really loud about them in the opposite direction. And this is one of those things.
So are you saying you like Nickelback just to be different?
No, I think it is. I do love to have a unique bit, but
this is definitely one of your bits.
This is just one of my things. This and Corn Dogs and Mulan, which I'll talk about Mulan another time. I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Best Disney princess, hands down. But yeah, every time I sing a Nickelback song at karaoke, you can just see the faces in the crowd. Like some people, like you can find your fellow Nickies in the.
Are they called the Nickies?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Maybe the fellow Nickelheads.
The Nickelheads.
The fellow Nickelheads.
Sure, the fellow Nickelheads.
Is Nickelhead still making music? Nickelhead. Nickelback still making music?
I think so.
Fake fan. So. Do you know?
I mean, I'm not a fake fan. I just love their like OG stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, like all the classics. They're classics. Everybody knows them.
Yeah.
So I sing it at karaoke and you can just see their faces light up. They're like, yeah, this is how you remind me. And you could just kind of see the wheels turn, and you can see some of the people that are like, yeah, Nickelback sucks, but like they're tapping their foot.
Yeah.
You know? Like it's just why do we hate Nickelback? It's ridiculous. The same reason like we hate Nicolas Cage. But have you ever seen National Treasure? That movie is a national treasure.
Oh, that movie's good.
It's the best.
That movie is good.
They did 1 and 2 and then they left us hanging. They never did a third.
I think
it pisses me off to
maybe
this
other
day.
reasons we don't like Nicolas Cage, but like Nicolas Cage is kind of having a comeback. He made that weird vampire movie. I didn't see it.
He made this other one where he played himself. And
yes.
And he like totally kind of took it on the chin that like he's the butt of the joke and whatever. And I feel like Nickelback almost needs a moment like that where they're like, I know that we are a meme, but like we own it.
Okay, another example, Rebecca Black.
Good example.
Well, I know you're not like on TikTok, but she's like big again, and she like makes fun of herself. So she's actually like a really popular artist now, and is like almost a little bit more niche or under the radar. But like she's gorgeous. She's our age. She like makes fun of herself for the whole thing.
Sometimes you got to lean into the public conversation.
Yeah, I feel like Nickelback needs like a comeback. Maybe like the lead singer died. We don't even know.
No, Jack Hurst. He's still alive and well. I would know. I would for sure know.
I'm okay with this podcast officially endorsing Nickelback.
Thank you so much. Nickelback is the official band of the Traumedy Show.
I don't know.
Yes, if we're gonna go that far.
If we'd go that far. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a topic I'm passionate about. If this is just my
Nickelheads
PSA.
rise up.
Nickelheads rise up. If you are a person that identifies as like, yeah, I hate Nickelback. Have you ever stopped to like search inside yourself? Like sit really. I urge you to meditate on this. Just go marinate on this information that you've heard today, and get cozy on the couch for 10 minutes. Close your eyes and really just like meditate on Nickelback and ask yourself, why do I hate Nickelback? Is it because somebody in high school told me that I should? Or like, is it because everybody else hates Nickelback? Is it really just because I don't like their music, like genuinely to my core? Or do you need to have a change of heart here? Because it's not cool to hate people and things for no reason.
Well said.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mic drop.
It's way cooler to stand up, rise up.
And look at this photograph.
And look at this goddamn photograph. It's saving me. And this is how I'm trying to remind you. Okay? Don't be a fucking animal. Be a rock star instead and listen to Nickelback.
Oh my God.
God damn it. Thank you. Thank you so much. If I wasn't sitting on this couch, I would bow.
Wow.
Okay. That's my I'm triggered segment.
I have an impromptu I'm triggered segment that I haven't prepared you at all for.
We are just incredible at improv today, and I'm running on 2 hours of sleep, so it's incredibly impressive.
Mine is also a figure that we all love to hate, who I don't think deserves the hate.
Ooh.
Carole fucking Baskin.
Oh, interesting, Polonius. Okay. Ooh, educate me.
Okay, so it's 2020. We've been quarantining for like 2 months.
Take us back.
We're all literally just glued to our TVs, drinking wine, developing addiction problems, struggling with our mental health. In comes Tiger King, and we all lose our minds. Like every single person I know watched it, so much so that like at work during like the sales all hands, they had a Tiger King cameo, and like it was like everyone was watching it.
It was a massive pop culture moment.
It was a massive pop culture moment. And oh my God, what's the Tiger King's name?
Joe Exotic.
He was such a figure, and everyone was like, oh my God, he's so funny. And he was like, Carole fucking Baskin, she killed her husband. And people were so upset that he was in jail, and she was the butt of all these jokes. And like, when you actually watch that show, he is like a manipulative, evil, abusive person.
Yeah. No,
who
terrible.
has like abused animals, cheated on all of his like boyfriends and lovers, and like deserves to stay in jail for like ever. Literally tried to kill this woman. And then this woman, like her husband's family comes on this show and they're like, she killed him, blah, blah, blah. And like, I don't think Carole Baskin is a saint. I can see why she's like profiting off of this tiger sanctuary or whatever, but like she is actively saving these animals that are in captivity. Maybe she needs to pay her employees more. But did you know that they found the remains of her husband and she didn't kill him?
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like that
exonerated.
Yeah. But I feel like no one really like talked about it. They were just like, oh yeah, okay, I guess we were wrong. But like back then we were all like, oh my God, she totally killed her husband. Like it was, and then we found out she didn't, and we're like, eh.
Well, and then it just became this big song, Carole Baskin. Do you remember that, the TikTok song?
No. I don't know.
I'm a savage. Classic, moody. They did it. Carole Baskin.
Yeah.
Then it just became this big meme.
Well, there were so many memes.
Yeah.
Everyone was just like, oh my God, Carole Baskin. And like, I understand that like Joe is more fun to love and Carole's like a good butt of the joke. But like, oh my God, what also sexism is involved here? And
do people really love Joe?
Oh,
yeah. They like love him?
Oh yeah, dude.
Ew.
Oh yeah, people loved Joe, and like she was receiving multiple death threats all the time, and like her organization and like people trolling her online for this thing that she literally didn't do.
Yeah.
And now we have proof of it, and like she's still, I don't know. I'm not saying she's like should be the most popular person. Like she was kind of a dud on Dancing with the Stars. Did you know she was on Dancing with the Stars?
No.
Yeah, she was on Dancing with the Stars. I can't remember.
Well, we can't fault her for not being able to dance. It's okay.
No,
it's not a reason to
hate
hate
did
either.
it because she was the butt of the jokes, but I don't know. I feel like she reminds me of one of our relatives, one of our aunts.
Oh,
and like I just think she just deserves she deserves a second chance.
Yeah.
Like look at within ourselves and like why do we hate this woman so much?
Yeah.
She was the butt of all of our pandemic jokes for killing her husband, which she didn't do.
It is kind of fucked up that like people get so loud about one specific opinion and like everybody gloms onto it, and so then everybody's just like, yep, we all feel this way now because that's what the internet's saying, that's what all the comments are saying, that's what all the headlines are saying, and so that's what we have to believe. And this person is just bad in everybody's eyes now, and it's
like Johnny Depp, Amber Heard,
totally,
and like I mean so many freaking examples.
Nickelback Cage.
That for a while we all hated Jennifer Lawrence for some reason. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway, we all hated Anne Hathaway, and now she hasn't come back. Like I mean, I kind of am a follower of pop culture trends to a degree. Like Brat Summer is something I think we should all as a nation get behind. I think that's more than just a trend. But anyway, I'm triggered. I think Carole Baskin just deserves another chance. And I think Joe Exotic can fucking rot in hell.
Yeah. Honestly. I love this segment. We're shining a light on those that are more deserving of love and adoration than what they're receiving from the public.
Hell yeah. Okay, wait.
Raising awareness.
I know this is all over the place, but another thing we mentioned talking about on this podcast is general like pop culture updates, because everyone right now is talking about the secret lives of the Mormon wives. And on that same, if you haven't watched it, it's really fun. It's an easy watch.
Yeah.
It's like Housewives, but there's all this like LDS culture, which fascinates me. I have a lot of friends in the LDS church, and I grew up in Idaho, so I'm like very familiar with it.
The wolf is from the Mormon community.
But everybody, I guess I probably have a more popular opinion because I think Whitney sucks. And I think poor Taylor was so shit on for like being a soft swinger or whatever, when like really I think she's just trapped by this religion she may not belong to, or this culture, or these like norms that she needs to fit herself to. Same with all of these women. I don't know. It's just a fascinating watch. And I think that like I feel bad for some of these women who've received so much like hate from their church or their communities for having a baby out of wedlock, or for doing this or doing that, or drinking. Like, oh my gosh. It's wild. It's a wild watch.
Super wild. Like we were talking about this when we were getting our nails done, but the one girl, Layla, who has never had an orgasm.
Yeah.
22, married with a child. And I think she was saying like anytime she would even come close, she would get scared and just like stop. It's just like the sexual repression.
Yeah.
In that community.
Which is not exclusive to LDS churches at all.
Sure.
Like fully like in a lot of different religions and religious organizations. I love Layla too. Like I hope
she had a divorce party like you did.
She had a divorce party. I was so happy for her. It's wild that she had a divorce by 22, and like that's when I got married. Like some of these women got married when they were like 19. I think one of them was married when she was like 18. So I don't know. It's a good watch.
The soda place too is something that was really interesting in one of the episodes. I haven't even finished. Neither of us have finished it, by the way. We have like a couple episodes left, but in one of the episodes they go to this soda shop, because in Utah, in the Mormon community, you can't drink coffee or alcohol or whatever. Like, so instead they just get super addicted to soda because that's for some reason okay. And so there's these soda shops that they go in, and they get these 40-ounce cups, and they do like all these flavors in them, and they customize them and whatever.
It's
and
like
they
how we go to Starbucks.
Sip their sodas.
Like a 40-ounce Coke, but 1 pump of vanilla, 1 pump of coconut, 1 pump of this.
Yes.
Sugar-free, that.
It's like their social drinking thing.
Yeah. Which I kind of love if you are a sober person.
Sure.
Sometimes you feel really left out when you want to go get a drink with your friends.
100%.
And especially if you can't do coffee.
But we don't have soda shops here.
No.
Like that's not something that is just around.
No. Yeah.
In California.
That was a very interesting. And even just watching the show and then seeing all the parties they go to, but it's a bunch of adults not drinking. And I mean, props to them, props to people who decide not to drink for whatever reason, but it's so awkward.
It's really interesting to me too that they do cuss a lot. Like Whitney, who is like the one that's pretty prude.
Yeah.
She says the F word all the time. But it's whenever, I don't know if you've noticed it, but when she does, it's almost like a little bit awkward the way she does it. Like I think she's trying too hard almost to like say fuck.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. Pay attention to it. Now that I've said it, you might notice it. But every time she says it, I'm like, it just doesn't feel right coming out of your mouth. Like the way that you're saying it, like you're not saying it with your chest. I don't know.
Say it with your tits.
Say fucking with your tits.
Well, I say fuck as I don't even think about it. Like I feel like we swear without even.
Yeah. I say fuck as much as I say and.
Probably.
Which I don't love to admit, but it's just. It's a fun word, and it's a very versatile word.
It is a fun word.
It's like the most, you can use it as a noun,
verb,
verb,
adjective. It's my favorite word. It's also best. Miranda Cosgrove's favorite word. There's that whole like
Miranda Cosgrove's my favorite girl.
This is the little pop culture.
This is our pop culture corner right
now. Little pop culture corner. If you watch that show, hit us up because I would love to talk to whoever about it.
Chat.
Yeah,
let's chat about let's chat about Mormon wives.
Carole Baskin, Mormon wives, and Nickelback.
And Miranda Cosgrove.
Yeah, because she is like a good little girl for sure. But she's on this podcast, and they're like, "Do you ever swear, Miranda?" And she's like, I swear sometimes. And they're like, well, what's your favorite swear word? And she's like, probably fuck. But like the way she says it is so sweet.
Yeah.
And there's all of these dance remixes to it on TikTok.
Oh, which is funny.
It's like, probably fuck. Boom.
Yeah. Same. Honestly, same. Very relatable.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Speaking of Layla's divorce party, do you want to talk about yours at all?
Yeah.
We never actually talked about it.
All the fuck over
That's
this.
okay. It's our podcast. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
We really can. So right before I went to Seattle for a week for work, and before we went to Japan for 2 weeks, the day before I left, I had a divorce party because we talked about my divorce finalizing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My divorce finalized. Yay. August 8th or 9th. And so I didn't post a lot about it or make a reel about it because I felt, and I also even like blocked certain people from my stories, even though I'm talking about it now on the podcast.
Whatever.
Because it was not anything to do with like, oh, fuck that person or whatever. Like it's just this new chapter in my life, and excited that it is final and that I can finally say like, yes, I am legally single. Mm-hmm. Now I can go get my name changed. I have the physical papers. So it was a very cool, of course, I love an excuse to throw a party. So I made everyone wear black. We all dressed up. Charity, who is going to be on the podcast at some point, one of my best friends from college, my roommate, she also got a divorce like 3 years ago. So we had a co-divorce party. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I feel like not much to report other than it was a blast. We all wore black. We got dinner. We went out to a couple different bars. I got pretty drunk. Mm-hmm. I met a guy. Mm-hmm.
We did tiny trauma and tiny triumph around the table.
That was cute. Super cute. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole group. It was like 18 of us or something. And we all had everyone go around and do their tiny trauma and tiny triumph.
Yeah.
It was cute.
You had that idea. It was cute.
Yeah. And then I met somebody who bought a lot of our drinks, mm-hmm. which was fun. Mm-hmm. He was a little older. Mm-hmm. not too old. Mm-hmm. All my friends are shipping it right now, so
yeah. Well, because he's also divorced. He was super cute.
I met so many divorced people that night.
Oh, did you?
Well, yeah, everyone came up to me and they're like, I'm divorced too.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, because I had a sash.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, typically when Megan and I are out in social settings and big groups, we don't interact.
That's true.
So
that's true.
We just have completely different experiences of the event.
That's one of my favorite things.
I know.
Oh yeah, I had so many people come up to me and tell me they were divorced.
That's cool.
Yeah.
One big collective gathering.
Yeah. There was a lot of people. There are a lot of women who came up and they're like, "I hope you got your bag," and I'm like,
Actually, I had to give him half my bag.
Not so much.
He got my bag.
But good for you, girlfriend. But I did meet a fellow divorced. I met a divorced dad, and we're going on a date on Thursday next week.
Yeah, he's in his late 30s, so he's a good age. He was cute. He was super nice.
Apparently. So we've been texting a little bit. He's been avidly pursuing me.
He's been very persistent.
He's been very persistent. And he was like, can I take you out? And I'm like, I'm going to Japan for 2 weeks. It's been now like a month since I even saw him.
Yes.
But he was texting me a couple days ago, and I asked him like, what do you do for work again? He's like, I told you exactly what I do for work. I also told you my salary because you were insistent on asking. Which I don't remember doing.
I love it. It's direct. It's savage. We ain't out here trying to waste time.
I kind of maybe remember grilling him on it. Like, how many kids do you have? What do you do? Do you want more kids? What's your job? What's your salary? Like, I was literally just, yeah. And then he was like, and I know what you do. And I know that you make X amount a year. I was like, I told you my salary. He's like, oh yeah. And I was like, wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like I'm going to this date where you know a lot more about me because I don't freaking remember this.
I blacked out.
Typical. So that was my divorce party update. Yeah, and then I guess current love life update. The last update I had given was that I drove down to San Diego the night before I flew to Japan to hang out with someone. So he and I are still dating, and it's like getting a little more serious. I don't know what to call him. We'll call this person Isaac for now. But he and I have been kind of seeing each other now since San Diego Comic-Con, which was a couple months ago. Kind of at first, it started off more like fun, friends with benefits. And I even tried to set boundaries. I tried to be like, I want to make sure we're not getting into a confusing situationship. And I just want to like make sure, like, I don't know if I really see this becoming serious for a myriad of reasons. And then he also like appreciated that clarification. And he also had some reasons of why this would maybe not be the best fit of like long-term marriage, whatnot. And I was kind of like, I'm at a point in my life where I feel like I don't want to be in a committed boyfriend girlfriend relationship or whatever unless I can really like see myself with that person long term. And we had that conversation and we're like, great, okay. And then I go to Japan and then we talk every day a lot and have gotten a lot closer since. And like I've certainly developed feelings for this person, and I know he has for me, and I'm really enjoying my time. Like it really has been just such it's almost like the complete opposite of Alex in a lot of ways too. And it also feels like this really fun break from reality in some ways, or like feels like I'm like 22 or something. Like we have so much fun just like getting high and playing video games. And I feel like he and I are just on very different life paths and whatnot. So it's still kind of like, it's hard. But another fun thing is that he is poly. And I knew that when we started seeing each other and dating and whatnot, but I didn't really like know what that meant or what that would look like for him or for us, because at that point we weren't really thinking about being serious. But then last time I saw him when I came home from Japan, he was over and we have just been getting closer. So he was like, okay, I have something to tell you, and it's kind of hard to talk about, but like while you are in Japan, there is someone else that I'm seeing, and like she and I are like official now as well. And I was like, oh, that is a thing to learn. As I am like in bed with this person, and he's like, give me words, what are you thinking? And I was like, this is information to process.
My fake boyfriend has a new girlfriend, and it's
yeah, I know. I keep joking with him, like, yo, you and your two girlfriends. So he's like, okay, so you admit you're my girlfriend. And I'm like, no. But we're like treating each other like boyfriend and girlfriend right now almost. But it's like this extra layer of like, well, I don't know if I'm poly, and I don't want to stop seeing you. Like I'm really enjoying just getting to know you and spending my time with you right now in this phase of my life. But I have no idea what that looks like. And I appreciate that he was super honest with me. He said, like, I saw her X amount of times. He and her started kind of seeing each other the same time he and I did. And then it only really became official when I was in Japan. So he's like, I wanted to tell you when I saw you in person. I'm currently not on any other apps or looking for anything else. This just kind of happened. And this is the situation. And he's like, I really like you. I want to keep spending time with you. I hope you do as well. But if you are looking for something monogamous, that is just not who I am. And I would want you to not waste your time, or like, just so you know, that's not what I can be for you. So I'm like, okay, I appreciate that honesty. I'm still like processing it. Then there was conversations about maybe like, he mentioned she's also really cool and also into girls like you are, and I think she'd really like you. Maybe he threw out the word throuple, and I was like, oh, that's another interesting thing to process right now. And I've never met this person. Of course, like when I initially found out, I was kind of jealous. And I've never dipped my toes into what open relationships are like, what it means to be.
Yeah, maybe you should explain a little bit more like what poly is and what that means to this person.
I'm certainly not an expert, but it's my understanding that not everyone in an open relationship is necessarily polyamorous. But if you are polyamorous, it means like literal, like the Latin root means like multiple loves. Like you feel like you are capable and you thrive and you are like a better person to your partner when you are like opened up to being with multiple people. And like a happy polyamorous relationship would maybe be like, if it's a hierarchical polyamorous relationship, I literally just learned this in therapy, but if it's like, say, a man and a woman, they're both their primary partner and they love each other, but they also are okay to be with other people. But typically the big thing is a lot of communication and a lot of boundaries. So you like set all of these rules of like, maybe you're only romantically involved with one person, but you are both sexually involved with other people, sometimes all together, sometimes separate, but you always like communicate that with each other. Or maybe you are romantically involved with lots of people. It kind of looks different for every person is my understanding. And then like, I don't know, maybe a marriage, maybe they have like threesomes sometimes, or maybe they are swingers, but that doesn't necessarily mean poly. That might be like a different type of open relationship. So really, I feel like it just depends on the person, on the relationship and whatnot. I have kind of tried to talk to Isaac about like what that means. I am still figuring it out. I'm not like official with this person yet, but we're definitely talking a lot and seeing each other and like having those conversations. I did theoretically ask him, like, if I'm going on a date, should I tell you? Like, do you want to know? And he's like, yeah, if you want. So I just, listen, Rachel's in a really committed relationship at this point, and it's very stable and wonderful and wholesome and a little boring. Hey. So I need to join a throuple to spice things up.
She's carrying the weight of the chaos on her back.
Exactly.
Because I don't have any.
As yours starts to like become more serious and like wonderful and calm and
I'm more committed, and you're like, maybe I'm poly.
The more committed you get,
the less committed you get.
I'm just maybe in a little polyamorous journey right now.
You're on a throuple journey.
Mm-hmm. Potentially. Yeah. Theoretically, I might meet my kind of boyfriend's other girlfriend at a party next week.
So stay tuned. It's throuple fall, baby.
It's throuple fall. And I was like, oh, am I going to this party with you? And he's like, yeah, but like, so-and-so's going as well. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, so we would just need to pick her up on the way. And I was like, oh. And I'm like, I don't know how to respond to this. Like, I don't know how to be cool. And he's like, just think of it as like picking up another friend. And I'm like, okay.
It's so funny because like, this is my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
It's my literal worst nightmare.
Uh-huh.
So I just like can't even comprehend how. It's just going to be very interesting to watch.
It
could never be me. So yeah, it had to be you.
I wouldn't say like this is my fantasy, but it's certainly not my worst nightmare.
Sure.
I feel like I'm much more equipped to be in an open relationship setting.
Yeah. No, the wolf kind of shot that one in the fucking
bummer
balls for me.
So stay tuned on those updates.
Yeah. Throuple corner. Supple throuple.
I will say, like, I appreciate this person's communication and transparency about it.
Yeah.
For the most part. Yeah. And I'm having a good time right now.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Have we been doing this for 6 months now? We recorded our first episodes in March. We didn't release them till April, but yeah, we've been podcasting for 6 months.
Holy shit.
That's insane.
How are we not famous?
Go yet? Us. I mean, we're on our way. We've got ads. We've got people writing in. We've got hemorrhoids.
All right. Should we transition to our final little segment?
Yep. Final thoughts. So we got, okay, she said to use her real name. It's fine. So we had someone write in for our trauma bonding segment, and it's a really harrowing story. She is someone that neither of us know personally, but she has been listening to the podcast since the beginning. I think she found us because she was following your cosplay account.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So her name is Kelsey, and she wrote in, and I'm going to read her story. So, hey, Rachel and Megan, this is future Kelsey jumping back to the top of the email to apologize for how long this is. I tried to find things to edit out, but I feel like a 10-year relationship is so hard to minimize. Also, I'm a certified yapper. So are we.
Yeah.
You're in good company. But feel free to use my real name and read this on the pod or just share it between yourselves. I've been listening to the pod since the drop of episode 1, and I was so immediately engrossed by each of your stories. In particular, Rachel's story resonated with me more than I could have anticipated. I DM'd a bit with Rachel while her episodes were dropping, as I had my own decade-long encounter with a wolf. She might recall a couple of the details of my story as I get into it here, which I did when I read it. Mm-hmm. My story begins at the tender young age of 16. It was 2009. I was what most would call a late bloomer. Always the awkward one of the group. I watched as one of my close friends went through all the firsts of young relationships. Meanwhile, I had found myself at 16 never even having kissed a boy, let alone had a relationship of any meaning. Prom season was upon us, and I, of course, was without a date. I had mentioned a passing interest in a boy in the grade above me. We'll call him the Roach, the name my current therapist and I have come up to refer to him as. Ooh. I'd shared a couple of classes with him, and eventually we got each other's numbers and he asked me to prom. From there, things slowly blossomed and he became my very first boyfriend, my first kiss, and eventually the boy I'd lose my virginity to. Things were good for a couple of years. The Roach graduated but stayed in town to go to the local community college. Soon I graduated and attended a local university 30 minutes away. We had the usual kind of little arguments and breakups that I think any standard young relationship has, or at least I thought so at the time. By the time I was a senior in college, 2014, I was starting to think about what life would look like for us after graduation. In the fall, we moved in together and began what I thought was the rest of our lives. I figured we'd soon get engaged and start a family, maybe not right away, but eventually. We'd been together for 4 years at this point, so it seemed obvious. But that turned out not to be the case. Less than a year into living together, he'd decided to leave me hanging on our lease and get an apartment downtown with his friend who'd been our roommate for a short while. The friend got a roommate to replace him, and the Roach kept up his portion of the rent since he had bailed out. This is when things started spiraling truly. For the next 2 years, we were breaking up and getting back together so many times I'd lost count. He'd cut me off to run around to party, and I would sit at home broken and crying and alone. Then we'd reconcile, he'd move back in, and I'd welcome him with open arms. It was during this time I was diagnosed with depression and began therapy, which I couldn't afford to stay in for long enough for it to do much good. When the Roach and I were together, he would be constantly talking to other girls, cheating, ignoring me, etc. My paranoia and jealousy were taking over, and I would find myself trying to read his message and emails. It was here that I stumbled across the first of the gigantic flaming red flags that should have sent me running for the hills, as if everything prior to this wasn't reason enough. I found a posting on Craigslist of his. It was a post seeking a dominatrix-type partner to come and punish him, complete with a dick pic that was clearly taken inside of our home.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
When I confronted him about this, he gaslit me harder than I even knew was possible at that age. He said it had been pulled off of some site and must have been a fake because he knew nothing about it. Despite photographic evidence, I somehow believed him. In retrospect, I now understand that it was pulled to Craigslist from a kink website. But 24-year-old me was a fool desperately in love and unaware she was being brainwashed by a narcissist. Soon we reconciled once again. He had gotten into a massive argument with his buddy he lived with downtown, which ended in some physical violence between the two. He came back to live with me, and the next thing I knew, we were planning to buy a house together. I had just gotten let go from my job, and in a desperate act to seal the deal of our future together in a house, I used my 401k cash to help with our down payment. He was encouraging of this because he didn't have the down payment on his own, and he knew he couldn't get help from his father, as he disapproved of us doing this together. So we bought a house in 2017, and once more within the year, I was dumped. This time, I was the one forced to leave. I stayed with some family nearby for a few months until, you guessed it, we reconciled and I moved back in.
With the house that she put the down payment for?
Yeah, from her 401k.
Holy shit.
Now, this is where things got to be at their worst. I was in a constant state of distress. We fought nearly every day, and he would constantly say things to me about how I would never be worthy of being his wife or the mother of his children. I had panic attacks every time we got into a dispute, and he would stand over me telling me to pull myself together or threaten to call my mom to let her know how I couldn't take care of myself. He knew this was always the trump card to scare me into submission, as I was so afraid of my friends and family finding out how truly toxic our relationship was. He stopped ever telling me he loved me. In fact, he said he stopped believing love was real. One night I sat with him in the dark and spilled my heart to him. I told him how much I loved him and that I believed, despite his words, that he loved me too. I told him I thought he was struggling with putting labels on his emotions, and I begged him to marry me. Even if it was a secret we kept from everyone, as long as I knew he was with me, I would be fine. He responded by saying he thought maybe he was starting to believe in love and soulmates. My eyes brightened at these words until he said he felt that way because he had just met... until he said he felt that way. My eyes brightened at these words until he said he felt that way because he had just met a girl a couple of nights before who changed his outlook on everything. Yes, another girl. Oh my gosh. Still, thanks to his expert manipulation, I stayed tied to him. I fought through the affairs and sexual explorations that he convinced me were crucial to his growth before we settled down. I waited patiently by the phone on my birthday while he flew to Oshkosh and had sex with another girl. On her birthday.
Oshkosh? I don't know where that is.
I don't know where that is either.
Holy, oh my gosh, though.
I sat watching a movie in our living room. Oshkosh, oh my gosh. I sat watching a movie in our living room with his brother while he was in our laundry room getting oral sex from the male cashier from the grocery store down the street. That line was the most insane of this whole email, I think.
Oh my God.
Let me read it again. I sat watching a movie in our living room, the house that she bought with her 401k, with his brother, while the roach was in our laundry room getting oral sex from the male cashier from the grocery store down the street.
I wonder if she was pretending like she didn't know it was happening, or if it was like everyone knew what was going on.
I don't know.
Whoa.
He told me if I agreed to have sex with him at any moment he demanded, he'd keep me around.
Oh, this poor girl.
I know. It's fuck this guy. Seriously, fuck this guy. I gave my body to him when he asked, even if my heart didn't consent. He continued to belittle me during my panic attacks and moments of weakness. It's insane to type this out because you'd think, girl, how the hell did you not leave? But that's just how good he was at manipulating me. I totally understand. In the fall of 2019, we had a heart-to-heart. He was apologizing for an argument we'd had the day before, and he told me how much he loved me and wanted us to be together until we grew old. 2 days later, he dumped me over text while I was at work, and he kicked me out of the house for the final time. I ended up getting a place of my own, and I finally began healing. The distance from him gave me so much more room for clarity. I worked 2 jobs to keep myself busy and to afford the rent, and I spent my nights off in the bath, smoking a little bit of weed and thinking about the last 10 years. I cried so much and mourned the lost years of my 20s. By the end of 2020, I began dating my current boyfriend and asked the roach to go no contact. He freaked out and texted my best friend, Jay. He said he was worried for me and that I was saying some pretty concerning things. He thought I was seeing a new therapist who was brainwashing me. She lost it and popped off back at him, although I did edit her messages to tone them down. I didn't want any more fuel on the fire for him at this point. She told him I was happy and healthy and making the best decisions for myself and encouraged him to make peace with this and move on, just the same as he'd wanted me to do all these years. And so the story of my life with the roach ended, mostly. Just a few months ago, I found out from a mutual friend of mine and the Roach that around the time we went I found out from a mutual friend of mine and the Roach that around the time we went no contact and for a bit after, he had been using my MacBook, which I'd left at his place and he conveniently couldn't ever find time to return, to read all of my iMessages to my friends and current boyfriend. And it enraged him to see the things we'd said about him. The friend said he laughed at him and said, well, that's what you get for being nosy. This made me disgusted, angry, but also gave me such joy. Cue My Kink is Karma by Chappell Roan, LOL. Which is my favorite one too.
Totally.
Of course, I'm still working through a lot of things. I'm back in therapy and healing the parts of me that need it, but my friend Jay was and is right. I'm happy and healthy and doing things for me for the first time ever. I cannot tell you girls how grateful I am that this podcast came out when it did. It was truly the perfect time for this type of thing to come into my life. Hearing Rachel's story of her with the wolf and Megan's story of her affair have been so eye-opening for me. It's brought me consolation, comfort, and food for thought. And most of all, I'm thankful for the strength of women and the communities we can build together for one another. Sending much love to you both. Thank you for sharing your lives with us and for taking the time to read my story.
It was Kelsey?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Thank you for writing that, Kelsey. It sounds like, if my math is correct, she's probably like a year or something older than me, a year or two.
Yeah, maybe.
Or so similar age.
Mm-hmm.
And what an awful thing to go through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, hideous. Totally hideous. Just the manipulation and the coercion and the fucking whiplash all the time. It seemed like in this story is a lot. The coercion is gnarly of just being like, you have to give me sex at the drop of a hat and then I'll keep you around. Like, I'm so sorry you went through all of that. It's so traumatic and gross. And yeah, like there was a part in here where you were like, I'm sure you're wondering how the hell did you not leave? But like, that's nothing that you should feel shame for, because you're strong for leaving at whatever point in which that you could and you did, and you I don't know, you were able to start over, and everything happens for a reason, and we are a product of our pain, unfortunately, in a lot of ways. So yeah, thank you. Just as much as it helps for you to hear our stories, it also helps for us to hear yours. So thank you for taking the time to send that in and for being here since the beginning. It's really cool.
It's really cool. And like, that's how like abuse and manipulation work, right? Like, you are left feeling like you are nothing without this person. They break you down so much.
Yes.
That even though you know you aren't treated well, you just have it in your head of like, but I need this person and I can't live without them, and I have to do whatever it takes. Like, they take away your own. I mean, I'm not speaking from experience here at this point. I know from your experience, Rachel, and like others and the therapists that we have interviewed now at this point. And it happens to so many people. Yeah. So exactly what you said of like, the more we kind of share these stories, I feel like it makes people feel less. No one should feel stupid or dumb for not leaving earlier. Like the fact that you even did it all is amazing. And you should be so proud of yourself no matter what time it ended up happening. And I'm just, it's really special. Yeah. That she wrote that in and has been listening.
It is. To that point, like what you just said, it reminded me of a conversation we had the other night with Nicole and Andrea, where we were talking about Bullseye and things, you know, how it's progressing with me and him and just getting very serious. And they said something like, you don't feel as though like you need him, or like you wouldn't be okay without him. And it was an interesting realization of like, that is how I always felt with the wolf, and why I had such a hard time leaving was like, I don't know what my life looks like without him. I don't know. I need him. I can't live without him, blah, 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 blah. Those like feelings of desperation when you're that codependent and attached to a person, to where like, if they leave you, like it's the end of your whole entire world. It's different than feeling like I'm with this person because I choose to be and I want to be.
They make my life better.
They make me better. They complement my life. But like, and as much as I love Bullseye and I value him and like I think he's amazing and he does make my life better and all these things, like if it doesn't work out, I'm gonna be okay. Yeah. I know I'm good. I've spent so much time this last year. I mean, I spent 6 months completely, like basically fully alone, and I feel like it got me to a really good place of just like, yeah, I don't need anybody else. Actually, I'm good by myself. And to the point where a new person came in and it was like, yeah, cool, I am stable and good on my own. So you come in and just add to whatever I already have.
Yeah.
It's not those feelings of desperation, like I can't live without him or something. And I guess that's, I don't know. It's a good just like gauge of healthy versus like codependent, I suppose.
Are you staying in this for the right reasons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to, turn it around on me, but it's just like a point based on a conversation we had the other night that was relevant to what you just said.
Well, it's because it was a meme that my friend Charity posted. I think that even started the like, you are in a good place in your relationship if you will be okay if they leave you or you leave them. Like something about like codependency is that feeling of like, my world is not going to be okay if this relationship ends. Like that's usually like not a good sign because then you end up staying when you shouldn't.
And heartbroken and like my entire world ends are different things.
Totally. You can be heartbroken, but like you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
But there are sometimes when you have those feelings where you're like, ooh, I actually literally cannot.
Like I might physically die if this person isn't in my life anymore.
Yeah.
Like that's how I was feeling last summer, just the hopelessness of like, well, I'm trapped in this because this sucks, but I can't leave because I can't live without him. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it. I can't do it. It's too scary, whatever. And if you're having those feelings, then you probably should be living without that person.
Probably. I know. I'm curious if anyone has ever been in a good, happy relationship, but where they're too codependent and then they learn on their own how to be more independent and better love themselves to love their partner. Like in my experience, it was better to cut things off and be single for a while. But I wonder if there's times where you're like, ooh, I am way too codependent on my wife or husband.
I totally think that's possible.
I'm sure it is. I'd like to hear maybe more examples of what that looks like. Because if you think your life would literally fucking end if someone left you or something, then sometimes we put up with shit you shouldn't put up with.
Yes.
I think that's the problem.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, this episode went all over the place.
We were all over the map today. Wow. As a recap, we started with Eevee, the emotional support Pokemon.
I've been holding her this whole time.
And then we went to Nickelback, Carole Baskin, Miranda Cosgrove, The Secret Lives of Mormon Women, Throuples.
Yep. Dating, my divorce party,
trauma bonding segment.
Honestly, I feel like that is just like
oral sex with a male cashier in a laundry room. The breadth and depth of this podcast.
That's kind of on brand for Traumedy.
True.
We have some cool guests we are planning on interviewing soon, and we'll get some other people on here, and
we're playing catch up a little bit right now because of Japan and stuff.
Yes. So we are interviewing this on Saturday and it will go live on Wednesday. So what you are hearing
very current. Very current events.
Folks, is very current.
We only bring you the most current events.
Breaking news. Megan is polyamorous. And Rachel's never been more committed.
And Yep. We're having interesting conversations ourselves of things that are moving quickly, which I'm sure we'll talk about at some point.
Oh, we will.
Yep.
All right.
Don't want anyone to think I'm pregnant, though. I'm not pregnant.
No, she's not pregnant. I would literally not allow it at this point. So
you wouldn't allow it?
No.
Okay.
I am your birth control.
Just veto a baby.
I would absolutely.
Didn't realize you had the power to do
I
that.
think everyone should have control over their body except you. This has gone too far.
My body, your choice.
Yeah. Except when it comes to the sacred bond of Wilford cousinhood.
Yes. Cousins have the final say.
You can get pregnant when I say it's okay.
Perfect. Yep. You
and
are.
vice versa. I will allow you the same courtesy.
I'm the queen of your uterus.
Yes.
And vice versa.
Yes.
Excellent.
My cousin's body, my choice.
Bullseye will be thrilled to know that we can only take that step someday.
I will let
when
you know.
You give us permission.
I'll give you permission.
Particularly me, because you are in charge of my
body.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
My procreation journey.
Correct.
One of the most interesting things you've ever said. I'm going to get that on a t-shirt for you. My cousin's body, my choice.
Damn right.
All right, you guys. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. Apparently, you can do comments on Spotify episodes now.
Oh my gosh, please be nice.
Yeah, give us some funny comments or something.
Please.
Or nice ones. We'd love that.
And comment on our reels on Instagram to help us go viral so we can get famous, so we can quit our jobs and put so much more into this podcast, please.
Oh my God, please. It helps so much. And when we put merch out, buy it.
The reel with now, or Bullseye, the reel with Bullseye, which we collabed with Bullseye, so it's not that hard to figure out who he is.
True.
That's at like almost 6.5 million now or something.
Yeah, it was 6.3 earlier when I checked.
Yeah, it's like, when are we gonna get the bag for that?
It's so wild to have your boyfriend be a global green flag.
Yeah. What's
I'm
that like?
dating a global green flag.
Damn. Just wait till the green flag guy gets a hold of it.
Well, everybody keeps tagging him in it, and he
One
hasn't
of
done
these
it yet.
days.
He's got to do it.
Yeah.
We never responded to that person from, they want to like
LAD Bible.
LAD Bible, that video.
We keep trying to almost end this podcast, and
I
we're
know.
like, LOL. We're fucking yappers.
We are yappers. There's just too much to say. Yeah, speaking of viral videos, yes, go follow us on Instagram and TikTok and hype up our videos so that they go viral. And
my art.
Again, we can, Megan's art. Please hype up Megan's art so that we can quit our jobs and stop being corporate workhorses. It'd be really nice. We're tired. We're fucking tired.
Dude, I'm so tired.
I'm so tired.
And we have to go party tonight.
Oh.
Another club.
Ooh, Bullseye's meeting my family tomorrow.
Oh my God.
That's a fun update. I didn't even say.
That is so fun.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Then I'm going over to my fake boyfriend's house.
Woohoo. Okay, this is the end of this episode now.
Oh my God.
All
Bye.
right, love you. Stay hot. Do your skincare routine.
Wash your face. Put on the SPF.
Eat cheese and vegetables. It's all about balance, baby. Have a glass of wine. And
Go get blacked.
Go get blacked and make stupid choices.
Have a threesome.
Have a threesome. Move in with your boyfriend.
Okay, we're going.
Okay, bye.